welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Sunday. We're all in a brilliant mood. Everyone's cock-a-hoop here at CTV HQ. We love a Sunday. It's always a nice sort of chilled, relaxed day. And we're going to kick things off with Colour Me Happy, which is our weekly destination colouring show, which is absolutely joyous. And today we're going to be looking at all things liquid inks, which is brilliant, something we don't often get to focus on all that much here on Crafters TV. I do need to let you know about a sellout straight off the bat, because these, the metallic 4-pack of metallic liquid inks, they've gone already. I can understand why they were half price, but if you do want any of these options, a lot of these inks you're going to see today, it is going to be one of your last chances to get these, so there's no plan to restock them. Now, I am not here on my own. There is no one else in the world I'd rather get inky fingers with. Debbie Robinson's back. How are you, Debbie?
Glad you said that. Honestly, I'm absolutely cock-a-hoop myself, because being reunited with my lovely Joe. So yeah, so it's going to be a good day. Yeah, we've got lots. Well, I'm saying we've got lots. You naughty people have been jumping ahead. So I've had to change up some of the things.
What are they
like? It's going to be a bit more of a technique-y kind of base kind of show, though. I'm going to talk you through. We've got re-inkers.
Nice.
And some paper on there that you might want to get in your
Yupo.
bath. It's the Yupo paper. It's got a really joyous name, hasn't it? Yupo
Isn't
paper.
it? Yeah.
But honestly, I'm going to show you how to re-ink a pen as well. So if you've ever wondered, we've always talked about our pens being a system that you can buy. Well, the re-inkers are the ones that are going to make your pens last forever, because I'm going to show you how to re-ink with them, as well as do a couple of little techniques. We've got some. Well, I say some. I've got one set left of the sparkle pens.
One set left.
Sparkle pens, sparkle ink pots.
One set left.
One set left. I mean, what are you doing to me? And then I've got some lovely aqua tints as well. But yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a technique kind of base one. I might throw a card in there or two. Who knows? We'll see what happens over the course of the 2 hours.
Yeah, we can do what we like. There's no bosses here. It's Sunday. No one's in, Debbie. I mean, it's literally like they've let the children free in the kindergarten. That's what it's like today. We do also have lots going on over on the website at the moment. There is a promotion running at the moment. When you spend £40 or dollars, you get £5 or dollars off. Now, it's a one per customer deal, and you need to use the code June5OFF. June5 off. Details are just down here. I think you have to put it in capitals. So we're very demanding, aren't we, for a Sunday? So make sure you grab a hold of that, stock up on that. So this, of course, is Colour Me Happy, and then a little bit later we're going to have an incredible masterclass for you. Lots of amazing deals on interlacing that. That will be coming up at 2 p.m. here in the UK, 9 a.m. over on the East Coast, and then we round out the week, as we always do, with Second Chance Sunday, your chance to get your hands on the hottest deals and launches of the last week or so. That will be coming up later today at 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 on the East Coast, 10 a.m. over on the West Coast. Let me quickly, before I whiz you through those ink deals, let me share with you a great deal on the rocker blocks, because perfect for Colour Me Happy this. You buy the rocker blocks, so this is what you pay for the rocker blocks. $19.98 or $27.98. That's what you'd pay for these on their own. They're great value at that price, worth every single penny. However, as a very, very special weekend deal, if you go for them today, you are going to get £45 or $60 worth of incredible crafting goodies included in here as well. Loads and loads of sentiments, some textual backgrounds in there for you, and you've also got some floral stamps too. Normally, you'd be paying that just to get the rocker block. Today, make sure you grab it, because you get all of the freebies as well, which is excellent. Now, let me run you through what we've got left when it comes to the liquid inks, because you guys have been shopping ahead on these. We've got the aqua tints coming up first. Half the stock gone on your aqua tints. In here, you will get the metallics, the glitz and glamour, and you will get the falling leaves. Half gone, Johnny, is that right? Half the stock has gone. Not surprising, Debbie, when you're only paying half of what you should be for them. So
yeah.
They will go very, very quickly, those. We do have some sparkle inks. We are down to the last jar of these. What I would say is there's no plans to get any of these liquid inks back in stock. There is less than 150 of these to go around. It is the shades of spring that you will receive in that particular one. $6.49 or $9.97. It's a half price deal. And we have got the re-inkers for you. Save £10 or $13 on these. Brilliant for re-inking your pens, but there's loads of things. They are a standalone product in their own right. So make sure you grab a hold of those deals, especially the liquid inks if you want to go for those. Lots of you tuning in as well. Lynn is saying hi to Joyous, Joe, the lovely Debbie, the CTV team, the wonderful social media superstar, and everyone. Rachel is a social media superstar for this hour. Carol's in Tennessee. Rhiannon is in Australia. Sarah Brown's also in Australia. Look at that. Good day to you both. Tim is saying morning as well. The lovely Jill's in North Yorkshire. Lynn says it's great to have you back, Joe. It's lovely to be back, Lynn. Thank you. And Thea's saying hoi hoi to everyone from the Netherlands too. Debbie, I know you adore the liquid inks, don't you? It's one of, I know you, I've seen you do lots of fabulous things with them. Why, in particular, the liquid inks do you love?
Because of the potential that you get with a liquid ink, especially in the ink pot, because we do lots of similar products in our pen versions, but you get 4 times more ink in a pot than you do in a pen. So for me, that means possibility-wise, especially when it comes to backgrounds and, you know, bigger projects that you want to work on, or if you love painting, you can draw, sketch and do things with it, colour it in. There's lots of things that you can do with them, and they're water-based. So our liquid inks are water. In fact, everything that we've got on the show today, apart from the alcohol re-inkers that are water-based, these are obviously alcohol-based. So that's not a water-based product.
So why is it important that they're water-based, Debbie?
I just think because of all the things that you can do with it, Joe. Because you can do lots of techniques from, and we've covered lots through. Over, I mean, how many shows have we been doing with Colour Me Happy when I think about it? We've done hundreds of them. There's got to be hundreds of them, surely, Johnny. But we've got lots of different things with them. But the techniques that you can do are vast, because you can add things like your salts to create your salt background techniques. You can do things like your cling film, your bubble wrap, your all those kind of things. Beside the point, this is a fantastic product to be able to paint with. So if you love colouring, these are going to be perfect for it. All you need to make sure is you've got the right things, like watercolour cardstock, like some paint brushes, maybe some water brushes as well, or water spritzers. Lots and lots of things that you can get going with. But I'm going to show you. In fact, can you remind me of the colours that we've got left, Joe?
Yeah, so
of the aquatints.
In the metallics, you've got the onyx black, the sterling silver and the spun gold. Then you've got my favourite, the glitz and glam.
I love the
which
glitz
is your
and glam.
aquamarine, your
Yep.
amethyst and your pink garnet.
Thank you,
And
yep.
then in the falling leaves, you get the smoked quartz, the olive jade and the harvest moon.
Thank you very much. So I've got my pits. So can I just check with you? Shades of Spring, has that gone?
Sorry?
Has the Shades of
Shades
Spring
of Spring
gone?
is there in the sparklings.
In the sparkle, that's fine. I think I've got my ink, because I just laid everything out here. I thought, I'm sure I've got some things confused there. Perfect. So we'll start with our aqua tints. So I'm going to lay them all there so you can see them. And I'm going to just simply do a couple of little quick things with these. But these are beautiful. Every one of them, vivid, beautiful colours, but all water-based. Now, that means that you can literally do all your watercolour techniques with them as well. So sorry, I've got them all, I've not even got them all right way around. You'll forgive. But let's just go straight in, and I'm just going to move them out of the way so you can see. I'm going to bring in some watercolour cardstock. I'm going to bring in a pot of water. And I had to move my water out of the way because I don't trust myself, Joe. I just don't trust myself. I've got some kitchen roll, and I'm just going to simply do a little bit of a colour wash. I think I might do it on a bigger piece, actually. Let's go with a nice big A4 size. And I'm going to take my blue. In fact, shall we use glitz and... Yeah, I'll use my favourites, Joe. I'll use my favourites.
Glitz and glam.
Glitz and glam. Bit of glitz and glam. You've got to have a bit of glitz and glam. Now, I loved working on big... You can work on smaller pieces. Before I get started, Joe,
Oh, dear,
I mean,
Debbie.
honestly, I'm not kidding. I just got covered this morning. I said I've only been at building 5 minutes and I'm already caked in it because I just love getting messy. Now, I'm going to just give it a little bit of a wash over with a bit of water to start with. So I'm going to go in. I'm just hoping my paintbrushes are clean because I know what I'm like. But you can go directly straight on there. Now, there's no shaking with these. You don't have to shake anything to wake it. It literally is a beautiful set of vivid inks in here. Or you can do mixed media with them. You can do it for any kind of arts or crafts. But wait till you see the coverage on this. I'm going to start with that gorgeous, and I mean, it really is. Dip your paintbrush in. Look at the coverage.
Ooh,
the coverage is just outstanding. It really is outstanding. The things that you can do with it as well, because it's water-based, Joe, is that you can diffuse that colour. So I could lighten that colour by popping it back into there, into my water, and I can then bring that down and start to diffuse that colour. And that's just from that same one dip of my brush and you can see just how lovely that's looking. Really, really gorgeous. I love doing things like this. I've got loads and loads of background papers that I use, especially for die cutting. We've got lots of lovely dies on the show.
Yeah.
We've got stamps on the show. You can do all those kind of things with these. But I'm just going to show you just how beautiful they are. Now, I'm going to just clean my brush before I dip it into another colour. So shall we go in with the pink? Let's go in with that pink. Let's open the pink up. And which proper colour is called Pink Garnet. Just absolutely beautiful. I'll take all my lids off. Now, in your pack that you're getting, you actually get some little palettes as well. So you could use these palettes to pop a little bit of ink in and paint with. So if you just wanted to drop, because you're getting pipettes in there as well, so you'll get your little, let me just grab them, show you. You get your little pipettes too, so you can pop a little bit of ink in there, and then you can colour with, especially when you're doing lots of fine details. We've got some lovely, we've got those gorgeous horse, the unicorn stamp, is it, or the horse stamp?
Yes, the
Trying to remember all the stamps that we've got on, but just think of all the things that you've got in your craft room already, and if you haven't, go and have a little look on that website to show you all the different things that we've got on the show. Now, you can see it's practically dry already, this job. I've not even applied any ink to it.
I love that you can get different tones of colour.
Yeah, and that's
ink,
exactly, and that's just exactly the colour tones that you can do on this. I could carry on doing that whitewash in that one colour, in that one colour all the way down from that one bit of ink. I could still reactivate it because it's water reactive. I could still go in with my water. Let's go in with my water just to show you what I mean. And I can still reawaken it. I can still move that as well. So you can still carry on bringing that down. However, I'm going to go in with that lovely pink. So again, I'm just going to dip a tiny little bit onto my brush, and we're going to...
Oh, Debbie, look.
Oh, my days. I love that colour. Isn't that just the most beautiful, beautiful colour? Again, I'm just going to pop a little bit of water onto my brush just to diffuse it a little bit and bring that down. And then I'm just going to finish now by dropping in, and I'll change my brush up a little bit because this is a pink one.
You love creating backgrounds like this, don't you?
All the time. All the time. I have got... Oh, look at that one. Absolutely beautiful. And you can blend with them as well. But yeah, I do a lot of background pieces, and then I have them in my I've got a little box. I say a little, it's actually turned into quite a big box now, of pieces that I've done to create lovely backgrounds. Now I'm going to leave it like that just for a second because I want to show you as well, and I'm going to just give it a quick little blast with my heat gun just to dry that off and to show...
Okey-doke.
Have I not switched... Oh, hang on a minute, Joe.
I don't think
I'm switched on at the wall. I don't think I'm turned on. I'm not. I've turned my fan on, but I haven't turned myself on.
You turn yourself on, I'll do a couple of comments. How about that?
Thank you.
Cheryl says, good morning. I got a free pack of the liquid inks in a lucky dip or a mystery bag, and I have no idea what to do with them. So excited to see what Debbie is doing with this. Any questions you've got about anything in the show, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube, and I'll pop them across to the lovely Debbie. Have you got yourself turned on, Debbie?
I'm turned on now, yeah. I'm all turned on. I'm ready to go. I'm just going to get a little bit of a heat blast. Before we start, what time is it? I do apologise.
I feel like we're in that kind of mood today, Debbie. We're going to be trouble.
I'm going to be good. I'm going to be totally professional. I'm going to be totally good. But you can see now that's all dried. However, I want to show you that water reactive part. I might have to keep shouting Jake to fetch me some clean water because I think it's going to be a dirty session today.
Diana says, Debbie, once this is dry, can you stamp and heat emboss on these backgrounds?
Could you say that again for me, please, Joe?
Debbie?
Yes?
Once this is dry, can you stamp and heat emboss on the backgrounds?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you can, because you've got yourself a background piece there that you can then take your sticky inks and put that on there and heat emboss. You can do all those kind of things. Absolutely, you can. Or you could do your resist technique before. So you could take your cardstock while it's plain, pop your white powder on and do the resist technique, so it almost looks invisible, and then that resist. We might do one of those later on. But I'm going to show you now this lovely water reactive and how it reacts with water. I mean, already it's a gorgeous little background, but this is when you can start to do your full bleaching, and it literally is, honestly, even with such strong colours. And I'm just going to drop a few of those down onto there. like so, and I'm gonna trust me to work with a big piece. But it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, you could do that. You could do it with if you wanted to do your salt techniques and things like that. I've asked our lovely Jake to go and have a look for some rock salt because things have gone missing in here. I've remembered my foam, forgot all about the rock salt. But I'm gonna is where producer Johnny? Oh, have they been cleaning up?
Cleaning up, yeah.
Oh.
This is why you should never clean, you see.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you lose stuff.
Exactly. So you can see, I mean, I don't have to really do much here because you can already see how it's reacting with the water. And even on the darker colours, and all you do is just pop your towel on, kitchen towel, but lift it off and you can see it literally sucks. It's almost like a sponge. It soaks up that ink. And it really is just a lovely technique that you can create. And then you've got yourself
gorgeous.
a beautiful background that you can snip into and maybe add other things to it as well. I mean, look how gorgeous this looks. It just
Really
looks
nice,
really
isn't it?
beautiful.
Julie missed the start of the show and wants to know what kind of paper you're using, Debbie.
Watercolour cardstock.
Okey-doke.
Watercolour cardstock. So you can see I've got a beautiful piece there that I could actually just now snip into, take those lovely flower dyes that we've got, or I think we've also got some other dyes on the show. But yeah, you could start messing around with this and literally, or just keep it for a background for whenever you want to, you know, cut into it. Now I'm just going to put that to one side for a second, Joe. We'll try and be careful here because I'll fetch in a smaller piece of cardstock because I did say to you about doing other things with it as well. So you could literally, I mean, I'm going to spritz this. I've got a smaller piece that I'm going to work with. But I'm going to show you, do you know with your pipettes that you get in your...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so literally, I'll stick to the same colours while I've got them out. Again, no shaking or anything like that. You literally just dip your brush in and you get going. But I'm just going to suck up a little bit of with my pipette and I'm just going to drop.
Oh, wow. It's like a firework.
Doesn't that look beautiful? It looks like a firework, doesn't it? I'll drop another one. How gorgeous does that look?
That's
It
amazing.
really is beautiful. I mean, I never tire of watching that. I just think it looks absolutely insanely good. I'll drop another colour in, so I'm going to go in with me blue. Look at that. It's almost like it veins and shoots out. Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I love these. I could play with my heart to my heart's content with a inky show like this. I think they knew when they put me on this one to stick some inks on for me.
I just know how much you love doing this.
Oh, I do.
I can really sense it. Eve B says, Joe, are you feeling all right this morning? Got a little bit of a mischievous giggle going on. I mean, if the shoe fits, Eve.
I think you might be a bit tired though. Are you going to tell them what you did?
No.
He did a Sharon Callis.
I did a Sharon Callis last night.
You did a Sharon Callis last night.
I won't tell you what time I eventually ended up getting to Darlington last night, but put it this way. I left Peterborough yesterday evening and it should take 3 hours max, shouldn't it, to get here, Debbie, from Peterborough? 3 hours
Yes.
max.
Yep.
An hour and 40 minutes. I'd only got the other side of Stamford, which is about 20 minutes in, because there was a diversion, Debbie. You know you think you should follow the diversion, don't you?
Yeah.
And then sat-nav tells you to go a different way.
Yep.
Well, after an hour, I was back at the start of the diversion again. I was very, very angry, Debbie. Very angry.
No, I've dropped a few pieces on there. You saw that lovely firework. You could do that and then leave it. But I wanted to create a little bit of a rock salt technique. Now, we'll come back to this at the end of the show because I need to let it dry. But I've literally just reactivated a little bit more and you can move it around. But I want to get it nice and wet for the salt. Now, Jake, God love him, has gone and found me some. So, look, rock salt on that. I don't know where he got it from, but he's got it from
Been
where?
out to the grip bin on the road and got it.
God love him, he's a good lad he is. So I'm just going to chuck loads of that onto there. And you can already see, and I've just flattened that a little bit, you can already see where the salt has fallen onto there, how it's dispersing out. That's when you can add a little bit more. Let's grab my pipette back again. You can add a little bit more ink if you want to add a little bit more ink onto there, if that's what you want to do. Or you can spritz a little bit more water. But honestly, the technique with rock salt is just beautiful. Leave it on because it needs to dry on there for a reason so that you get that lovely salty background technique. And I'll show you a few samples in a second. But what I'm going to do is chuck loads of salt down. Just chuck it on, Debs. Just chuck it on.
Any salt, Debbie, or does it have to be specifically
Rock
like
salt gives
crystals
you
of
a
rock
better
salt?
look. Rock salt
Right.
gives you a more defined...
If you use like the flakes of salt, you know, like
flakes
the
of
flakes,
salt,
do
yeah.
they give you a
I've
different
used
look?
fine salt before, but you get a completely different look.
Okay.
What I would say is, if you're going to do this rock, you know, the salt technique, try it with a fine salt. Try it with a... do you know the next... What's the next one up from... one down from rock? Coarse salt, yeah. So try the coarse salt and try the rock salt. And I promise you, the techniques and the different looks that you get are absolutely incredible. Now, I'm just going to move that to one side because I need that to dry naturally. I never force that. Do you know, we've talked about it before where you can heat set it. I like to leave these kind of things.
And how long
to dry.
will that take roughly, Debbie? Do you know?
Just probably an hour or two.
Okay,
yeah,
excellent.
probably an hour or
Hopefully
two.
then by the
It's
end
all
of the show
dry.
we should get the effect.
And once you've finished as well, that salt is all coloured, and it's a lovely keep it. I keep mine. I've kept mine into, do you know those little Chinese? Do you know what you get Chinese?
Little
in?
takeaway container.
Takeaway containers, yeah. Pop it into there. Pop it into there. And seal that up, and then you've got some salt. But just make sure if you're living with someone, tell them it's not edible, because my son, I've told you this before, my son thought it was salt, because I'd labelled it salt.
Oh, he thought it was like
he thought it was
he
salt.
thought it was like Himalayan salt.
He thought it was this new fandangled salt that I'd bought.
He didn't use it.
He did. He put it on his fish and chips. Coloured salt. He said it gave a bit of colour to his food. It's such, honestly, that lad of mine. But yeah, leave that. So that's your rock salt kind of technique that you can do. And then, of course, you can do all your things like your shaving foam, which we'll do. But I might leave that for the lovely sparkle inks. But yeah, tons of techniques that you can do. You've got all this on here as well. I mean, if you want to keep your clean, your what's it called again? Glass mat. Clean, you can use and cover over with your mats. Now, I was going to do mine, but guess who didn't clean her flakes up?
Oh no.
Honestly. So I've realised when I pulled it out of my bag, and I still can't find another one in here. They've definitely had a big clean up in this room. They really have. But you've got all this. Don't be wasting any of this. Give it a little spritz and then pick it up with your papers and things like that. So grab your spare little pieces and just give it a little pick up, because again, you're just going to create some more backgrounds. You get a really nice technique with your the brown mat that I've just shown you.
Your messy mat.
The what?
Your messy mat.
The messy mat, but it's not really called a messy mat, is it? What's it
No,
called?
it's called a spectrum
Craft mat.
craft
Thank you, producer Johnny, because Debbie's words are just failing her this morning.
Oh, it was a fiver last week on Fiver Friday, so I bet loads of you snapped that up.
There was what?
It was a fiver on Fiver Friday.
Wow. I'd have got a couple of those, let me tell you.
15 quid.
But yes, so just pick up all your inks. Don't be wasting any. You can save those. You can do, in fact, we might find, I wonder if we've got a straw anywhere. Do a nice little straw technique as well. You blow with the straw and you can pick up some really nice things. I think our Jan's done that technique once before. I did, never again, because I sucked the ink up. I was with Derek at the time. You honestly, don't trust me with nothing. Don't trust me with nothing. I nearly drunk it. Oh, seriously. But yeah, so just clean your mat up. But yeah, if you're doing it on one of your craft mats, you'll get a different kind of look altogether. Might ask our lovely Jake if he's got a nice clean one that I can show you what I mean by that. But yeah, get a good clean. I don't know where he's gone again. He'll be sick of reading me today. Jake, are you around? He's a busy bee. We were busy yesterday. Got a lot of stuff to get ready yesterday.
He's trying to get a Totally Tiffany Warehouse show ready for next week, bless him.
He's got a what?
He's got a Totally Tiffany Warehouse show to start getting ready for next week, apparently.
Oh dear
That's why
Lord, that poor lad.
He's otherwise engaged today.
Now, I'm just going to show you what I mean, just by dropping a little bit into your thing. You can pop a little bit into there, and then you can pick this up and then paint with it as well. Let me show you what I mean. This is a palette. Don't be throwing these away. You've got little palettes, and you've got one at the bottom, one at the top. One at the bottom to keep your inks in, and one at the top to use as a palette. But let it dry, and then you can actually go back in, and I'll just grab hold of me a brush, and then you can paint with it as well. So you've got your lovely option to do some painting too, because it is it is a liquid ink. That's the thing about it. And like I said, there is a ton of ink in these pots. pots. Absolutely jam-packed full of that beautiful, beautiful, vivid ink. They're absolutely gorgeous. They diffuse beautifully with water. You've seen me do a couple of little techniques there. But honestly, don't forget, it's still a, you know, a colouring implement. That's what this is. It's a colouring medium.
Yeah,
so if you've got a lovely stamp, you can then colour with these as well.
And
take your
Debbie,
little brushes.
60% now, the stock of these has gone. It doesn't take into account everyone that's got them in their basket.
Well, it's a price.
It's your last
It's amazing.
chance to get these as well. It's your last chance to get hold of them. You're saving actually slightly more than you're spending as well, which is brilliant. So, and then you've got your Club Inspired discount too. So grab them, $15.19 or $23.19. I've actually got the technique boards just over here, Debbie.
Fabulous.
Jake's just dug them out for me. And it will show you here all of the different things that you can do with these. So you can see here, this is just a single colour wash that you've got right there. Or this one here just is your... I always never know how to flick these properly. This one here is your ombre single colour, but blended out. So you can see you get the all different shades of the colour. Do you know what I'm going to do?
Yes.
I'm going to take them off this ring, Debbie, because...
Yeah, it'd be a bit... I think it's a bit easier. I put mine onto a ring for when I'm out demonstrating and I hand it round to customers to have a little look at. But yeah, while you're doing it on air, Joe, I would definitely take... Can you do it? Do you know how to do those?
There we go, right.
There, yay.
So that's one is your single colour wash, as you can see just there. Then what we've got is this one. This is a single colour blended out. So it shows you can get the tone, doesn't it, on the one colour. So you're going to be able to achieve different shades. This one here is a 2-colour blend. I just think that is so... And that takes minutes, doesn't it? Well, seconds, Debbie, is what
Yeah,
I think. So
absolutely,
look,
seconds.
So
yeah.
effective. Really lovely. Then you've also got this one here. This is a 3-colour blend, so you can see how they all blend into each other beautifully. This one here is picked up from the craft mat, like Debbie just talked about there a second ago. Gosh, that looks amazing. That almost looks a bit like alcohol ink, doesn't it, on there when you pick it up from
Looks amazing, honestly,
the mat.
yeah.
Really incredible. This one here, now that is your faux bleaching onto a dry cardstock. So that gives you that result. Then you've got faux bleaching onto a wet cardstock. So
Yes,
a bit of a
two
more
different
subtle
looks.
look there. I love this one. Droplets from the aqua tint onto dry card, then spritz. That looks amazing, doesn't it?
I can show you that one, how easy that is to do.
Yeah, really cool. Next one here is your... that is your droplets from aqua tint onto a wet card. So you can see again, just by playing around with how wet your cardstock is, it's really going to make a difference there for you. This one here, this is aqua tint mixed with gesso. Gives a chalk paint effect.
Yes.
Very, very clever. Then you've got colour blended onto gesso background with texture. That again, really cool. This here is coloured onto stamp. Huff before stamping, damp brush to pull the colour out and colour the image. Love that. So one side's pulled out and one side just stamped it on. That's very clever, Debbie, isn't it? Then here we have got a stamped image, spritz before stamping and then spritz again after you've stamped. That's amazing. That's like a sort of, almost looks like a vintage watermark, Debbie. Really, really impressive that. This one here is your cling film technique. This is one I've never seen done, Debbie.
Have you not? I've done a cling film before, yeah. Have you not
I've never seen that one done. And then this is the one that Debbie just did a moment ago. So this is your rock salt technique that you've got there. Really cool. I mean, the amount of different things you can do. You get 9 jars in here. You're paying just over £2 a jar. Of course, well, you're all paying less than that, really, aren't you? Because you're going to use your Club Inspired discount as well on top of there, which is brilliant. Do you think I can get the ring back on, Debbie?
Sorry, Joe, what did you say?
Do you think I can get the ring back on? Oh,
You're going to get the ring back on?
Charlotte immediately was like, no, not going to be able to do it. It's Johnny and Charlotte in the gallery today. It's the last day of their long weekend.
Aww.
They're all in quite a good... Everyone's in a good mood today, aren't they, Debbie?
They are. Everyone's in a good... Definitely. Everyone's in a good mood,
a really good weekend.
Absolutely.
Tim C says, I have the aqua tint that Debbie is using, never brave enough to use it. After watching this, I'll definitely be giving it a go. Once dry... can you die cut the aqua tint? So once that background had dried, Debbie, could we then put that through our die cutting machine?
Absolutely. I'm just going to have a quick peek. Let me see if I've got me. Shall we do any flowers? Let's do that and I'll show you. Because I'll just chop straight into this. I'm going to just pop this on. I'll bring me machine up. But I'm just using one of the. Do you know the lovely wildflowers that we do? The beautiful flowers. These are gorgeous. Just pop loads onto there and cut them out. And let's chuck loads on so I can show you. In fact, tell you what I'll do. I'll save half of it. I'll put half on. I'll save the other half, so I've got a background paper, but absolutely you can. Let's just chuck another one on there. This is what I do at home when I'm doing my backgrounds. I don't just use them for background papers, I do it to die cut with as well.
I love sentiments done out of these, I think.
Sentiments look beautiful as well, so I'm just going to chuck a couple of those on there. Let's move those out of the way. I'll hold that down with a little bit of low-tack tape, and I'll bring my machine in. I just need a second just to bring my machine in, Joe.
No worries, let me
right?
just share with you these dies then. I've got these
Yes,
available on the
please,
show
yeah.
for you, so if you want to go for these, you absolutely can. I'll give you the details. So, 27.27 in the UK, 31.39 if you are in the UK. There they are. Save you 11.70, which is gorgeous. You've got the Bumblebee Paradise, which is this one here. You've also got the Scent of Summer and the Butterfly Meadow. These wildflowers, this sort of wild style of flower, seems to be really popular at the moment. Really, really cool. I see them everywhere. I always see them, these wildflowers, in restaurants, Debbie. You know, in the sort of little jars that you have on the table.
Yes.
I think they're so, so cute. They last such a long time. If you want to recreate that and replicate it in your crafting, you've absolutely got the opportunity to do that with these as well. 21.82 or 25.11 if you are a platinum member. We do have the outline dies. Oh, I bet the outline dies would look fabulous cut into your backgrounds. 45% off on these, which saves you almost £19, so over $24. That's your magnificent butterflies. You can't have too many schmetterlings in your stash. You've then got the dainty dragonflies. These are upside down. These are your simple sprigs. You've got blooming botanicals. Fabulous florals, and lastly, my favourite is this one just here. It is your Pretty Posy, 18.39 or 23.19 as a platinum member to get your hands on those. Rebecca says, are these ink pots different to the metallic Spectrum Noir water reactive inks that I've previously bought?
Metallic.
So I think
yes.
I think the question there is that how does the aquatints differ to something like a water reactive ink pad?
Oh, well, that's dead easy because these are ink pots.
Right.
They are ink pads. So an ink pad, you can do lots of techniques, but you wouldn't be able to kind of do this kind of technique.
You can't remove the liquid, can you, from a pad?
So you can't. So you can get a full bleaching technique with a water reactive pad. It's a different kind of look. These are really vivid inks. So I get where she's coming from. So yeah, I understand that, but they're a different, completely different item altogether. These are inks that you can. I mean, you can paint with your ink pads, the water reactive ink pads, because they're water reactive. These are water reactive, but it's a different kind of feel. This, for a start, is these I mean, all of these are just gorgeous, vivid inks. That lovely ink in there is just beautiful, but it's got that lovely aqua tint to it as well. So lots of things that you can do with them in diffusing. Kind of similar, but not the same. Completely not the same.
Definitely going to work together, aren't they?
They
definitely room for both in your
they're
stash.
a different colour as well. Can I just say, these are different colours to what we have in the Harmony ink pad range. They're a set of colours that are different and standalone products from our aqua tints and our sparkle inks and all those metallic ink pots as well. So they're completely different. However, they are water reactive. Both are water reactive.
Brilliant.
Right, I'm just going to feed that through because I've got that all ready. Obviously, you'll let it dry, or you can let them dry naturally. You can force that drying by applying your heat tool to that, but you can die cut straight afterwards. I use them for backgrounds. I use them for die cutting into. I use them for all sorts of different things. But it's a lot of ink. I'm going to show you a stamping technique as well, and then we're going to move on to those re-inkers as well, because I think they're selling incredibly well too, and that paper is. So yes, absolutely, you can die cut with them. And this means now you've got already, I mean, I could have die cut them first and then coloured into them. And I'll just get rid of all of...
I love the thistle, it's so cool.
They're just beautiful, aren't they? Look how lovely they're looking. And because you've got that lovely full bleach technique as well on them, can you see that lovely feature? Honestly, they're just fabulous. Why don't you cut yourself loads? Pop it in, I talk about it a lot, but cut yourself a load out and then pop them into things like a box at the side of your craft table that you can then just reach to when you want to have and add some lovely embellishments. But look how lovely. I'll put those on some white paper so you can see them a bit more clear. But look how beautiful they are. Now, there's nothing to stop you from die cutting them first and then colouring them in with your aqua tints, because absolutely you can do that too. But myself, personally, I like to do all my backgrounds and then decide what I'm going to do. I think I've got all of them now cut out there. I'm like, yeah, let's move those to one side. I promise I will clear these up later and put them back where they should be. But look, can you see how lovely? And if I go in close, look how gorgeous they are. Really beautiful.
Really cool.
You've got some beautifully coloured flowers instantly, and then I've still got another section of that I can then use for a background piece too.
Really
so
wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely, you can die cut. Once it's dried, you can die cut.
I need to let you know the aqua tints themselves, Debbie.
Yes.
The 9 pots. So I'll just quickly recap what you're getting in there then.
Lovely.
You get the metallics in here. That gives you the onyx black, the sterling silver, and the spun gold. You will also receive the glitz and glam. That is your aquamarine, amethyst, pink garnet. And you'll get the falling leaves, which is a smoked quartz, the olive jade and the harvest moon. 70% now of these have sold out and gone. These are going to go. It's just a matter of when a lot of you have them in your baskets at the moment. So if you've got them in your baskets, consider checking out. Turns out, Debbie, that wasn't what Rebecca meant at all. I'd got the complete wrong end of the stick. She says, Joe, I meant the pots. I have metallic pots, but are these different from the aqua tint metallics pots? Labels are different, both say metallic ink. I think the confusion there is that in the aqua tint, one of the colourways in the aqua tints is called metallics.
Yes.
And then we've got the actual metallic ink as well, haven't we? What's the difference between the two of those? I do apologise, Rebecca.
You've got the metallics are completely different. I don't. Joe, I think that might be something to do with the lack of sleep. How many hours sleep did you get? How many? What was that?
About 4, I think.
Oh my goodness.
About 4.
I probably was snoring away when you crept up them stairs.
Did you not wake you?
No. No, I went up and down like a yo-yo to the toilet like I normally am.
Right.
Too much information there, Debbie. But I never heard you come in.
Did you not? Oh.
And I had my window open as well. Very brave of me.
You had what?
I had my window open.
Did
I was
you?
hot last night, yeah. I was really hot last night.
It was very, very warm
It
all
was
night.
very warm. I don't know why, because it weren't particularly red hot scorchio outside yesterday, but it was very warm last night.
I think when it's cloudy, it stays warmer at night, doesn't it? I think that's what it is. You have a cloudy day and then you get a really, really warm evening.
Right, so you got me up. Oh, sorry, because I haven't got my pot. I ain't got my pot. This is water.
Rather than answering the question, we just talked about the fact that I hadn't had much sleep. You'd been up and down to the toilet all night and had the window open, and we moved on.
So is it these? Can I just check? Is it these metallic pots? That
so what's the difference between the metallic ink?
So these are still water reactive. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I'll let me bring it in because I know we haven't got them. That's why I didn't think to.
Yeah, they sold out, didn't they? Just for the show.
Yeah, that's why. So I'm really sorry, but yeah, these are water reactive, but they've got metallic pigment in them. So you've got an archival pigment. These are the ones, I don't know, in fact, let me just show you, because this is the aqua, which you've seen me use, the aqua tint, water-based, you get that lovely diffusion of colour, and I'll show you in a moment. That's the metallics in those. But these metallic inks, these are still water reactive, but can you hear? Can you hear that ball bearing?
Yeah.
You've got to mix up that metallic, because if you see at the bottom, can you see how that lovely pigment
so
in there,
like
that vintage metallic in there? You need to give it a good mix. So you need to give it a good shake. Now, so you get this argument there. Do you swirl? Do you shake?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you do?
I
swirl.
don't know. Is it a swirl or a shake?
I swirl, yeah. The reason I swirl is when you shake anything, so the similar with, and I'll do it within sparkling because we'll move on to sparkling soon. But do you know when you shake to get all that mixture, you create like little mini bubbles. So for me, I like to do the swirling action. So if I'll try and do it that way, show you what I mean. In fact, can you see me doing it from the front, Charlotte? It might be easier. I swirl, I don't shake. Can you see me? Okay. I swirl. So I give it a little swirl around. I'm not going like this, because that's when you create those little bubbles. I can see your little face there. So yeah, so these are, and on here, I mean, I'm going to show you these ones. I know we haven't got them, but these are archival pigment, and you've got that lovely metallic finish to them, whereas these are just metallics as in the colours, the water-based, but they're aqua tints.
Yeah, so they're a metallic colour without
yes, they're a metallic colour without the real metallic, pigment in, I keep calling it pigment.
Rebecca's got all the great questions today. She also asks, can you use the clear sparkle pens instead of water to faux bleach?
Oh, yes, you can. Someone's been reading my mind because, yeah, yeah, I was going to show you that as well with the other ones. But yes, I'm just going to go on. I know we haven't got them, but I'm just going to pop on a little bit onto there. But you've got this beautiful, and it really is, but completely different. But again, it is still water-based. I want you to remember, no, not water-based, water-reactive. So you can still do things like, can you see the coverage on those?
Nice.
I don't want to spend too much time on them because we haven't got them on the show now. So, but yes, they're completely different, and I hope that answered your question. And they really are lovely. If you get the chance to get hold of them, they're absolutely lovely. But the coverage on them is insane, and you've got that lovely metallic, vintage metallic in there. So absolutely gorgeous. But again, I'm really sorry we don't have them, so I'm going to move away from those. But they are two different products completely. That's just the name of the aqua tints, the metallics, because of the colourways that we've got, which is the black onyx. Is that how you say that word?
Onyx black,
Onyx, yeah. And what's the other one? Is it still
sterling silver?
Sterling silver, and the other one
the
is
spun gold.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. Sterling silver, spun gold, and that lovely onyx black. Now, I'm going to let that dry just for naturally, just for a minute, and I will show you
Rebecca
in a
says,
second.
I think I've derailed this show. Sorry, guys.
No, don't you? No. It's
That's what we're here for, Debbie, isn't it?
That's exactly what we're here for. I'm going to show you the colours that you get, though, in this lovely aqua tint, because we call them the metallics. I'll go back in, but look at the coverage. I mean, Lord in heaven. Look at the coverage of that black.
Wow.
That is absolutely stunning. It is such a, I mean, there isn't an inch of white on there, and you can still do, like you've said, that wash. You could do that colour wash where you bring it down with a bit of water. Let's go in with a bit of water and just bring that colour wash down. I mean, I ever use a small piece there, but again, you can diffuse it. The colour is insane, and it's such a, I mean, look at that, Joe.
That's bonkers how well that cover.
That is black.
Looks
That
like
is
a piece
really,
of black cardstock, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So again, that's the water, that's the aqua tint, but a really, really strong colour on there. So don't be daft. You've not derailed the show at all. You just asked the question that's worth answering. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the metallics, but they're a completely different product altogether. Completely different.
Amazing.
And again, you'll see. I should have done it with.
And any other questions you've got, you can get them into us, Crafters TV, over on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube.
Yeah. So absolutely, I'm going to let that dry though, Joe, because I've realised I've got black now and I've got to clean that up. So let's just move that to one side. Can you give me a couple of minutes to get cleaned up?
Absolutely, I can. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Rebecca says the die cuts look beautiful. Julie says they look stunning. Excited to play when my order arrives as well. And as I said, any questions you've got, get them into us. This is exactly what we are here for. Let's go back to that weekend saver bag that we've got at the moment for you. Now, this is brilliant because what you've got in here are two sets of your rocker blocks. Now, the rocker blocks would normally cost you $19.98 or $27.98. Well, you're thinking, well, Joe, that's not a really great deal, is it? I'm paying full price for them. You are. However, if you're going for them today, you can only get the weekend saver for the rest of today. You will get £45 or $60 worth of incredible freebies in here. So let me take you through what you're going to be getting. You're going to get some brilliant florals, loads of sentiments as well. And sentiment's one of those things I think, we don't go and buy them specifically on their own, so it's great that you've got a great stash builder with some sentiments in here, and you're going to get some beautiful lilies and some texture stamps too. These, if you bought these items individually on our website, would cost £45.93 or $60.73 for the rest of today. And that's what they'll cost you if you come back and buy them tomorrow. But for today, you can get them totally free of charge. Platinum members looking at $15.98 or $22.38 if you want to get your hands on those. So definitely grab those if you don't have them. Let's move on. We are going to... let's share the sparkle links actually with you because they're very busy here. We only have one set left in the sparkle links, and it is these. It's our Shades of Spring. Exactly everything Debbie's just shown us with the aqua tints, just with the added sparkle in there as well, which is amazing. So these are really, really cool to use. Lots of you love these. In there, you're going to get the pink champagne for everyone, darling, and you'll get the moonlight and the soft jade as well. $6.49 or $9.97. It's a half-price deal on those for you. We also have the re-inkers available too, which are these ones just over here. It's a 7-piece rainbow collection, and in this one you will get the cherry red, the nectarine, nectarine or nectarine? Nectarine, the sunshine, the camo green, true blue, damson, and frost pink as well. So make sure you grab a hold of those. Very busy across everything you've seen so far in the show. Remember, the aqua tints, 70% of our aqua tints have gone. Less than 100 now of those to go around. Let me share with you the Yupo paper as well, which is this one here. Now, this is going to be perfect to use with your alcohol inks. There's a shop, there's a lovely little sort of seaside town near here called Tynemouth or Tynemouth? Tynemouth. I'm not very good with the words today, am I? Which could be an issue, really. And there's a little art shop there, a little sort of giveaway store, Debbie, and they sell alcohol ink prints. And essentially it's Yupo paper with alcohol inks poured over them. And they actually went for, I couldn't believe how, they were quite expensive. You can make them yourself using these really, really easily. If you want to go for the Yupo paper, it's 20 sheets that you'll get. So you get 2 packs of this. You've got a 20% saving as well. It's $12.78 or $15.92 if you want to get your hands on that today. We don't have as many of those as we would like, just to give you a heads up and a bit of a warning. And it's very rare that we actually are able to get this in stock. It's very difficult for us to get our hands on it. So if you want it, you've been waiting for it, absolutely. Get it in your basket and get it checked out. We're going to come back and we're going to have a look, I believe, at the reinkers, Debbie. No problem, Debbie. Very, very busy on these. Remember that June 5 off code. So if you're only able to use it once, just to let you know. But if you use the code June 5 off at checkout, you get £5 off or $5 off when you spend £40 or dollars or more, which is really, really cool. So make sure you grab a hold of that. There's a lot of stamps in this show too, hopefully some of which we'll get to show you a little later in the show. This is your glitter marker stamp set. What I'll say we release alongside our glitter markers, you can use all your colouring mediums with these, £26 or $32 if you want to get your hands on those. Then you've got the Sparkle Ink 2 stamp collection. They're like a silhouette and also an open space stamp set too. You've got the deer, hello deer, and you've also got the unicorn in there too, and you're saving over 30%, which is amazing. We also have the stamping plate collection with the 4-inch and 6-inch platforms and the stamping mat as well. You save £10 or $15 when you get it in that configuration, which is brilliant. Right then, re-inkers, Debbie. Just before we get into it, Rhiannon's asking, what is Yupo paper, Debbie?
It's ultra smooth liquid media paper. It's a synthetic paper,
right,
and it works perfect with alcohol inks. So honestly, when I say get hold of some, especially with the alcohol inks, and let me just tell you, these are re-inkers. They are alcohol inks though,
yeah.
So they're perfect for filling up your system. So if you've got the classiques and you've got the Please
I'm looking at your
me.
hands, yeah.
My hands, I know, I'm very conscious. And when I picked up my
you
Yupo
look like,
paper...
what's her name from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Not Veruca. Violet Beauregard? Violet.
Beauregard?
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 The girl who blows up into a big...
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Does it start with her? Does it start with her? Does it start with her hands?
I mean, they're inky. Charlotte, look at these.
Love them.
These are inky. Look at these. I have got rather messy. And then I realised when I picked up my Yupo paper, I'm thinking, oh no. I am going to show you though how to re-ink. These I want you to think of this as an alcohol ink that you can play with your Yupo paper, but I want you also to remember that these are colour matched to work with your refillable pens. The system that we talk about, the classiques, you're buying a system. You're not just buying a pen and then you throw the pen away when it's finished, because you've got a matching re-inker that you can then refill if... You know, don't throw your pens away. That's what I'm going to say to you. This is an investment, and it's an investment that's going to last you for a fair few years with the addition of the re-inkers. And every single one of our pens has an alcohol ink re-inker bottle with it as well. Check the website out for all the remaining colours. So there may be certain ones like your fair skin. Do you know your fair skin and things like that you use? Not fair skin blend, your fair skin. Because let me just tell you now, on a tri-blend you cannot refill, but you can fill your classiques and your illustrators. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. But I'm also going to show you the technique with the Yupo paper. I want you to get it while you... That fabulous price that you saw just a second ago is great. And
we don't normally have it...
paper.
We struggle to keep it in stock, don't we?
We do, yeah, but it's a synthetic paper that's perfect for your alcohol inks with watercolour as well. So I'm just going to move that to one side. I'm going to show you basically first how to use to refill your pens. I always do the chisel end. That's the way to do it. And because I've got rather mucky fingers, I can just pull, but I'm just going to get my tweezers, because you're just going to, and I'm going to try and do this because I've got, but you'll see how easy it does come. Once it's lifted a little bit, you can just then pull it out. And I'm just going to show you, I'm going to lift it up that way, you can take out your nib. It's quite a long nib as well, so just remember when you're popping it back in, it's that longer end that goes in, like so. But now you've got your system to then, and you've got it in a little pipette form, so if I just lift this up, can't differentiate between the colour and the bottle there. I've chosen the PL5, so the PL5 in your Classique is the Damson, so you'll know instantly that the code matches the pen, you've got the right re-inker. And then you're just going to get your pipette, and you can see it comes in this long pipette. Sorry, my dress there is kind of deflate. There we go. You
Excellent.
Can see now that you've got your pipette, and you pop that in and just drop the ink.
How do you know how much to put in, Debbie?
You don't want it overflowing, can I just tell you? So I drop in now these are not my pens, so God, I'm even chucking ink on my fingers now. Just be careful not to have it overflowing. So I'm not sure how much is in this already. I'm just doing this for a demonstration purpose because I wanted to show you how easy it is to do that. But please don't have it overflowing. You'll know because it'll start seeping out at the top. And that's the last thing you want, because don't forget you've got to put your nib back in there. And I'm just going to try and do it. So sorry, my dress is like literally camouflaged with that colour. Let's see if I can... There we go. That's better. And then we're going to pop that back in, and you just push that down until it fits back in and it sits on the top. And
so
that's
easy.
as easy it is. It's as easy as that. That's now full again. Well, probably we're full actually to start with, because it's a colour that we don't often use our Classiques here. We're always with us tri-blends. But that's how easy it is to re-ink. You've got that, and that, can I tell you, is a pot full of, and if I remember rightly, it's got 30 mils in. 30 mils. That's the barrel that you've got with your Debbie can't even speak today. Thank you, Classique. So it's a big barrel in there for all your ink to get in. So you will get a lot of ink into there. I'm so sorry, John.
It's written on the pen.
I know it is. I know it is. I'm telling you this. I don't know what's
Debbie,
up with me of late.
me and you today, we're going to be a right pair, aren't we?
And Johnny, get that lid on. Get that lid on, because he knows what I'm like. But yes, that's how you fill it up. So if you remember in your Classique and your illustrators, it's quite a big barrel, so you can get quite a bit of ink back into there. You'll know your pen, if your pen is starting to look like it's dried up. Over there, you behave yourselves. You in my ear, and you over there.
I'm saying nothing,
you've got
Debbie.
a big barrel to fill up. So yes, you'll be able to get quite a bit of ink in there, and then you can do what I'm going to do next. But I just need to clean my hands a second.
Brilliant.
Just for a second.
You get yourself all cleaned up, Debbie. Don't you worry about that. Very busy on the rainbow re-inkers. Remember then what you're getting in there. So you've got 7 different colours in here for you, which is excellent. You've got the cherry red, the nectarine, the sunshine. Then you've got the camo green, the true blue, the damson, and the frost pink is the other one that you've got in. So you get all 7 colours there of those. The Yupo paper, remember, is what you're going to use in conjunction with this. Very rare that we actually have this in stock. So you can see there, you get 20 sheets. You get 20 sheets of this, which is brilliant. I mean, you already had it on camera 1, Charlotte. So I'll give you the details. Should we just have a look at it on camera 1 just to see what the difference is? Go on, pop it on camera 1. Go on, pop it on camera 1. Now pop it on. There we go. £10.22 or £15.92 if you want to get your hands on that. It looks so different. So don't miss out on that. I need to let you know about the aqua tints as well. 3/4 of the 3/4 of the stock there has gone as well. I think we need a moment, don't you, to calm ourselves down, to also there's the aqua tint details to allow you an opportunity to check out your baskets, especially if you've got these in there as well. Whilst you do that, get your baskets checked out. Let's share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30°, 45°, and 60° angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Lots of you really enjoying the show. Carol says, Debbie and Joe, I'm so happy you are here on this beautiful Sunday morning. I needed this so very much. I love how inky Debbie gets, says Jill. Such fun. Mine with a different product yesterday. By the time I got it off, I needed hand cream, but I was happy. And Rhiannon asked, what's the best way to get ink off your hands?
Oh, now, that's a good one, because I've realised that I have, do you know my normal big bag that I fetch with all my thousands of different potions and lotions in? I've only fetched my little one. Do you know my little one that we have for crafts? Those lovely bags that have got different pockets in. I've only fetched that. I use Imperial leather soap, sorry.
Right.
And do you know an airbrush?
Yeah.
And it comes off like instantly. It was a lovely top tip that our Fiona gave me. Only I knew I got an inky show. didn't pack it in my bag like a fool.
No.
So I'm probably going to have inky fingers for a couple of hours. Actually, I've just literally had a little tiny scrub with washing up liquid, and most of it has come off as well.
Okay.
So yeah, so my personal preference is an Imperial leather soap. I don't know if they do it stateside.
Yeah, it's like a really good quality brand of soap, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's like your natural soaps that you can use as well that I think another crafter expert told me about. But my preference is because you can get 4 bars for £1.
Oh, 4 bars
I
for a
know,
pound.
I'm
Yes,
into
please.
me bargains.
Get yourself
and
down
things like that.
Poundland, Pound Stretcher, B&M, any
Yeah.
of the other ones. Get yourself
Yeah.
4 bars for a pound. Love
Yeah,
that, Debbie.
absolutely. So that's just a good clean with a nail brush. You don't have to literally scrub your hands raw. You literally get a good lather and lather. That sounds posh word. Lather it
up.
What, love?
Lather it up.
Lather it up. But yeah, and just give it a little rub over with a nail brush and it'll come off.
Excellent. Any other questions you got, you know how to get them into us. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. But we're going to have a look at the Yupo paper next.
Yupo paper. Oh, it's a honestly, it's a lovely one that you can do and create. And you're getting 10 sheets in there as well. It's perfect for mixed media and all those kind of things. I wonder what you were doing then, George. I just saw these 2 arms in the air. What, you were stretching?
Oh, sorry, yeah, I was just having a bit of a...
I just saw arms going up on me.
Careful, because I got any high, you get a bit of belly.
But this is ultra smooth and it is a synthetic paper which is perfect for inking, painting onto as well. It's a unique paper and it's a non-porous surface, which means colours blend and diffuse really quite beautifully. So again, a lovely paper. It's our own Yupo paper there by Spectrum Noir, and you're getting a nice size as well, 5x7, and it's a good card. It's like 200 GSM, so it's a good weight as well. And I'm just going to literally pop down, and I've been having a look at my colours. I'm going to not use the darker ones. I think I'll use, oh gosh, glad I put that top back on. I'll use my lighter colours here. So I've got, although this is a bundle, isn't it, this bundle?
It's a bundle, yeah, you get 7. You get 2 packs of the Yupo paper in here.
Oh,
and
so you
then
get
the
2?
Re-inkers, yeah, you get 20 sheets. Then the re-inkers, you get 7 in the bundle.
That's good. That is
great,
good, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm literally just going to drop a few drops onto there. Let's pop I might just do it on our side and not waste all my Yupo paper. But again, you can create some really nice backgrounds. Do you know, I will tell you, there's lots of YouTube tutorials that you can go on to, not just with ourselves, but lots of other artists out there where they show you how to get some lovely techniques as well. So it's really, you know, once you've got them, you can then just have a play with them, to be fair. But I'm just going to drop a few more. I love this yellow, isn't it gorgeous?
It's really
just going to drop a few
it?
onto there. I've got the orange. Let's pick up a little bit of the orange. And I'm just going to drop into, you can really have a little play. Honestly, I mean, they're so lovely because they're alcohol inks at the end of the day, so you can have a real good play around with them.
And with alcohol, do the colours mix and blend, Debbie, or do they keep separate?
You can, yeah. So they'll blend together, they'll mix together, they'll react with. You can drop a little bit of water in there as well, so you can do lots of different things with them. So again, just really fab. I'm just going to fetch some more colours in and just have a little play. I'm going to go bright. This is a lovely one as well. Watch this one. This is, is this magenta? Yeah, that's the MG one. Yep. That's the shade of 1, so it's a nice light shade. And I'm going to drop a little bit in there. You can see how they react with each other. Just drop a little bit into there. Oh, I like that little bit, the little splashy technique. Let's go in with a different colour. Let's go in with, should I pop a bit of blue into there? Yeah, let's have a little bit of blue.
This is mesmerising, Debbie.
I tried to, I mean, when you use alcohol, oh gosh, I love this. Ooh, I like that little splatter. That's a nice little splatter. But honestly, just have a play with them. You'll really, really enjoy it, especially Yupo paper with the beans. So look how gorgeous that's already looking. You can use a heat gun as well to move them around a little bit. I'm just going to go on the lower setting though, not the higher one. You could just have a little play with it, and they can see how lovely they're mixed together. Let's just have a little play. I want you to, I want you to enjoy these kind of inks and this kind of, look at this. Do you know what it's reminded me of? My mum's lava lamp. Yeah, my mum had a lava lamp.
Lava lamp. Wow,
yeah, I love a lava lamp. And let me just drop a little bit of water into there as well. Sorry, I'm using my heat tool. Let me just turn that off for a second. I'll just pop in a little bit in there. So you can see how it reacts as well. Look how gorgeous that's looking. And literally, I want you to just enjoy these and play with them. But you can see the lovely, lovely, I mean, I'm just going to move that around on my cardstock as well. Ooh, that's nice. And again, just if you want to add some more, you can prop some more into it. And you can see how they react with each other. With it being an alcohol ink, and I'm just going to, I am literally playing here, Joe, literally playing. Let me just pop a bit more onto there. Oh, I might as well use rest. I might as well use rest, hadn't I? Let's go in with some of the other colours as well. So we've got the, ooh, bit of red. Let's go in with the red. Oh, gosh. Do you know, all of these, I'm so sorry, Joe, I'm getting mesmerised myself.
Not a problem
Because
at all.
this colour palette that we've got in here is just beautiful. Now, this is a dark green, this one.
Jill wants to know if it's just for alcohol inks, this Yupo paper.
Yes, it's perfect for all those kind of things because it's a liquid media paper. So yes, absolutely. You get a really good effect, and you can see how it works beautifully onto there. But honestly, oh, I love this. Love this effect. It's just so, it's like atmospheric. I absolutely, I can tell I'm getting carried away with myself again, can't you? But again, this is a purple one. I'm just going to pop a purple one down on this side. Let's pop that down. Let's go back in with... So sorry, I'm mesmerising myself here.
Absolutely, I think it's brilliant.
I do apologise, I'm going ever so
when,
quiet, and I know I should be talking.
No, I love it when the two colours come together and you get the new colours. That's always very exciting.
Yeah, but they just look gorgeous when you drop
Eleanor
them on.
says, I like how you can just put any of those colours and they just mix and they make such pretty backgrounds so easily.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me just drop a little bit more. Look how lovely this is looking. Oh, it's almost... It is, it's like atmospheric, isn't it?
Could we die cut this Yupo paper?
Yes, absolutely. Die cut it afterwards. I mean, use it as backgrounds by all means if you want to do, but have a little play and mix around and use your, let's do it with a faster setting, where you can move it around. You can also take your straws. I can't find a straw, so I do apologise, but you can have a little play with that as well. But they really react really quite well, and I'm just going to dry those off a little bit. You could let it dry naturally, but do you know what it turns it into with it being an alcohol ink? Do you know photo paper?
Yeah.
They've got that lovely enamelled sheen over it. But it looks, honestly, beautiful.
Yeah, it gives you a very different effect to something like our liquid inks, because the other
Say that
liquid
again,
inks we
Joe.
looked at. It gives you a very different effect to something like the aqua tints that we look at, or the sparkles. It's very much its own thing, this, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm conscious that I've got all my tops off, so let me just screw all my tops back on, Joe.
Lorraine says it's mesmerising watching this. Pam says, I love these inky shows. Rebecca says, question, can Yupo paper be used with the ink pots that are on the show, or just the alcohol? So would we use the Yupo paper with the aqua tints or the sparkle inks, or is it just for our alcohol?
You can, because it's watercolour, so you can do it with liquid and watercolour as well. So yeah, absolutely. You get a different look, because when you think about watercolour cardstock, it's got texture, it's got... I'm going to say teeth, but you know what I mean by that. Like, not teeth. It's got like a texture to it.
It feels very different, doesn't it, to
yes,
cardstock?
absolutely. I'm just going to move that to one side to let that dry. We can see already where I've heat set it a little bit. I'm going to be careful because I've got some areas that are wet. But can you see that gloss-like finish? If I just look at that. Now that's, for me,
that's amazing.
Honestly, I love these. I know I've not dried it all completely, but you can see I've still got some on there. But have a little play. And really do enjoy these. You could use, you know, the blender ink. I know we haven't got it on the show, we haven't got it in this bundle, but there's a blender pure alcohol ink as well that you could drop into there too. But yes, you can use, let's just show you, because I'll, in fact, you know what I'll use? I'll use my sparkle ones next, but I love the effect alcohol ink gives. It gives a completely different look. Look at that, it's like a glass-like, enamelled kind of finish, but I'm getting ink again all over myself because I didn't let it dry. I let them, you know, it's entirely up to you what you do with this, but I love these. And I'm just going to take a little bit off there.
A lot of people, so Lily is asking, does a Yupo paper stay flat when it's got all that liquid on?
Yes, yes, it absolutely will do, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and oh look, I'm just having a mix there, look at that. Ooh,
That's amazing, Debbie.
I love that. That's just dabbing up me. That's just dabbing up.
Looks like a Jackson Pollock.
It looks like a what?
A Jackson Pollock.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah,
Isn't it?
just going to give that a little just dry again. But honestly, you'll really enjoy these. You'll enjoy these inks, and you really will enjoy Yupo paper as well. Let me just lift that off. There you go. But look at that. And then I can die cut into this. Oh my days, I'm saving that. That's coming home with me. Absolutely beautiful. But look at that lovely sheen that you get with the alcohol inks on the Yupo paper. It is an ultra smooth synthetic paper. It's perfect, like I said, for inking and painting onto. But yes, and it's a non-porous surface, which means those colours can blend. I mean, talk about I think I've chucked every colour on there. I think I've literally chucked every colour. But you can see how they blend lovely as well. And like I said, there are a ton of tutorials on YouTube about the things that you can do with Yupo paper and alcohol
Do they call
inks.
it Yupo tube when it's Yupo?
Yupo
Do they
what?
call it Yupo tube when it's Yupo
Get
paper
you.
on YouTube?
Get you.
Maybe we start a new video sharing service just for Yupo paper called Yupo tube. I think that would work really well, don't you?
Now you will get messy with the alcohol inks. They're definitely another messy, but they, again, you'll be able to wipe that off, and I've got my wipes now.
Let me show you again the details of the Yupo paper. Very busy on that. Not often we have it in stock, so really lovely that you've got that there available. $12.78 or $15.92 is the details there. On that, you do get 2 packs, you get 20 in that sheet. The other one that we have for you as well is the Rainbow Re-Inker. So it's a 7-piece collection that you've got in there. You will receive Cherry Red, Nectarine, Sunshine, Camo Green, True Blue, Damson, and also the Frost Pink are all in there, which is excellent. So make sure you grab a hold of those. I want to tell you about some stamps that we've got on the shows. Animals with Attitude. I haven't seen these before. They look so cool. No, this is the first time I've been able to get my hands on them. So I'll take you through the different ones that you have got included in here. So they are, what I love about them is you get some focal imagery. You also get a lot of sentiments too, which is brilliant. So what does this one say here? Worry less, sleep more. I like that one. Make a splash. Live your best life. That's something I say quite a lot. So huge birthday wishes. Sloth mode on. That is me from Wednesday, Debbie, laying around the pool. Sloth mode will be well and truly on. You've got things like I love you, a sloth. Sloth life. I'm lazy but happy. Amen to that. This one here is camel kisses and wishes. So you can see, don't have the hump. You've got happier than a camel on hump day. Cheer up, not everyone thinks you're old and grumpy. So that one, camel kisses and wishes there. Great minds drink alike. I love this. I love you more than bamboo. Party time, time to boogie. You are pandastic. Drink, dance, sleep, repeat. It's like a little raving panda. I love that. It's me at Glastonbury, essentially. This one here is reach for the sky. Another birthday. Are you having a giraffe? That's something I often say. It's really good. Stand tall and shine. What does that say? Be brave. Stick your neck out. I love that. Normally I'm getting told to wind my neck in, to be honest, Debbie. This one here says, simply wild about you. Happy birthday, dude. You're the stripes to my zebra. Simply wild about you. We've then got this one here. This is I'll stand by you. Pretty in pink. We flamingo. So well together. I love that. And you've got to stand tall and be fabulous. And this one here, you're a llama. You're such a drama llama. No problema. You're a llama fun. These just really appeal to my dad humour, these ones, Debbie. I think they are awesome. $29.94 or $41.70 to get those. £10 or $14 almost is what you are saving on those. The next one that we've got for you, something that me and Debbie launched, I believe it was last week, wasn't it, Debbie, we launched? Was it you and I?
Was this which one?
The Friends stamps.
Yes, on Tuesday.
It was you and I, wasn't it? I'm going to read them first and I'll show you to them. There is nothing better than a friend unless it's a friend with chocolate, this one says just here. Your next one says, because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a little more. That's cute, isn't it? The next one here says, friend. A good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. This one here says, good friends are hard to find, hard to leave, and impossible to forget. Then we also have friend, one who listens, doesn't judge, and somehow makes everything all right. And also we have friendship. It's not about who you've known the longest, it's about who walked into your life, said, I'm here for you, and proved it. Love those. $13.99 or $23.75 if you want to get your hands on those. Platinum members are looking at $11.19 or $19 there. We are going to go now and have a little look at the Sparkle Liquid. This is them just here. And then these are the colours that you're going to get in there. Pink Champagne Moonlight and also the Soft Jade. The only set that we have left now in our jarred Sparkle Inks. If you love these, it's your opportunity to get your hands on them. And they're half price, which is awesome, $6.49 or $9.97 is your price on these. You love a Sparkle Ink, don't you, Debbie?
Oh, adore anything with sparkle in. Now, these again are water-based. Beautiful. Vivid ink. I'm so upset we've only got one set left because I got my others round there, but not to worry because this is still a lovely set, lovely colours in there. What you've got in here is ultra fine glitter. Honestly, it's just beautiful, and you'll see it when I turn it over. You can see it sat in the bottom of the pot. In fact, can I hold them there, Charlotte? Would it be easy? Is it there better there or there? Where do you think? Either, we'll do it upwards then. So you can see you've got this lovely ultra microfine sparkle in there.
Nice.
It is absolutely beautiful. These are the ones that you have to shake to wake. And I say shake, again, I do a little bit of swirling, only because I don't like the bubble technique that you've got underneath the ink. But to be fair, let me just show you, because these colours, what have we got in here? This is the shade of Spring. So we've got Moonlight, we've got Soft Jade. Oh, look at those two colours together already. And then we've got the Pink Champagne. And again, because they're water-based, you've got all those techniques that you can do, that Joe showed you that lovely technique book at the beginning, where you've got things like your colour washers, your salt background techniques. I'm going to do a shaving foam technique as well, but let me tell you, these again, so if you love our sparkle pens, you will love these, but the sparkle pen only holds so much of that ink in the pen barrel, whereas here you've got 4 times more of the equivalent to what you've got in a pen to what you've got in this pot. So for me, again, straight away, a lot more to play around with. You can still paint with them, you can still do all your colouring with them as well. You can still do all those things that you would do because it's water reactive, so yeah, absolutely. Lots and lots of things that you can do with them, but you do need to give these a little shake. And you can hear the ball bearing in the bottom of the pot. Just give that, you can hear that. That's mixing the ink, with the liquid ink, with that ultra-fine glitter in there, that microfine glitter in there.
Because you actually want it all to be nicely dispersed, don't you? All
you
evenly.
do, yes. Now, it does settle, so when you're using it, get yourself a little cocktail stick or something like that to give it a little stir, so that you don't have to keep putting the top back on and giving it another little shake. Yeah. So just get yourself a little cocktail stick, or the bottom end of a brush will do as well, to give it a little mix. But I'll go in with, excuse me, I'll go in with a little piece of watercolour cardstock. Now, when do that question about the U-pour paper, about being perfect for alcohol inks because it's liquid, you know, a liquid paper, you can do with your watercolour on as well. But to be fair, when you think about the cost of watercolour cardstock to a U-pour paper, I personally would just use my alcohol inks on there. That's just my personal preference. But again, watercolour cardstock. Have we got it on the show, producer Johnny?
Watercolour cardstock.
I'm hoping we have.
I have a feeling there's a 3-pack on the show. There is a 3-pack.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's just give you the details for that. Here it comes.
How much?
£9.50, so they're $13.50. Yeah, so 45 sheets total. They're down from, what, £15 or $21. Lovely little multi-buy for you there, Debbie.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to do that lovely little splash technique. So I'm going to do a bit of splatter onto wet card, but I'm also going to do a splatter onto dry card as well, so you can see the difference, because you showed that one of those technique things, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. But again, you'll get your pipettes with this. Now, I've just realised I don't have enough pipettes because I usually carry them in my bag, Joe, but Let's have a little peek.
Jill
Ooh,
says
I
I'd
found one.
love more shows like this. Absolutely, Jill. We'll see what we can do. She says try dipping the paper on the bubbles, Debbie. Delicious.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm just splashing that on again, and I'll do it with, I'll try and keep my pipette clean though. So you literally just put your pipette into some water and clean that out. Look how gorgeous that looks. I can already see the sparkle in there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And these colours are beautiful. They really are. So even if you know you've missed out on the other colours, don't worry, because these equally are just as lovely. Oh God, I can't. I'll show you in a minute, but I just wish you could see that sparkle in front of your eyes. It is absolutely beautiful, and that's why I love our sparkle pots. I'm not going to lie. You can see how quickly that's ultrafine glitter settled. Just a quick little shake, mix it up, or put your pipette in there and give it a little stir as well, and then just drop on. I think I've got a bit of an air bubble. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we are. So again, just splash that on, and you can watch that lovely. Pop me bubbles, let me pop me bubbles. You can see the beautiful sparkle in front of your eye. So I'm just going to, what's going off there with my water bubbles? Let me just give that a little dry though, because I'm going to hold it up so you can see how gorgeous that is. And then I'll show you the technique that you can do onto dry paper as well. So again, you can do your salt technique that we did earlier on. Yep. You get a lovely effect. You can do things like your bubble wrap, where you take some bubble wrap and just drop it on. You get a lovely effect there. The same with your cling film. Cling film's a good one to do. Again, we've got tutorials galore. I'm going to do a little shaving foam one because I love shaving foam, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to see if I can get hold of some Centura Pearl though, because I want to show you the difference between the two that you can get with using Centura Pearl.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comments talking about using Centura Pearl with the sparkles. A lot of people in the comments talking about using Centura Pearl with the sparkles and the aqua tints and saying how you get a lovely sort of shine
you get a
coming
different
through.
look. Yeah, a different look altogether. So I know I'm recommending watercolour cardstock, but absolutely try a multi-purpose cardstock. Try different coloured Centura Pearls. You'll get a different look altogether. I know Jake's going to kill me if I shout him one more time, but have we got any Centura Pearl in like an inch of gold or inch of silver that you can get hold of for me?
Jake!
He's going to kill me. He's trying to
Jake,
bless
Daddy!
him.
No, we call him Daddy Jake now.
You what, sorry?
We call him Daddy Jake now.
Honestly, I'm struggling to hear. I had this problem yesterday using the heat tool, trying to listen to Corinne while I was using this appliance, because it's quite a noisy one. It is a really noisy gun, this one. But I'm going to just give that a little dry off, and then I'm going to hold that up for you so you can see that beautiful, beautiful sparkle. Look at that. I mean, it's just absolutely exquisite. It really is beautiful. You can see that beautiful shimmer in there, in that ink. And then I'm going to just bring in another piece, and this is dry now. I mean, again, you've got all this down here. I knew I should have grabbed some before. I know where it's kept, Joe.
Where is it?
So do you know his cabinet at the side of his desk?
Yeah.
That big, tall, black cabinet.
I can't go rummaging in
You
Jake's
can.
drawers.
I think it's second or third drawer down, and it's in there. While I'm just doing this again, I'm just going to show you. Obviously, if I put that top back on, you'll see that it's settled again.
Gold
so
or
you just
silver,
give it a little
Debbie?
shake again, or like I said, take the bottom end of your brush, or your pipette, whichever way you're doing this.
Debbie?
Yes?
Gold or silver?
Silver.
Bit of both.
Bit of both. Go on, why not? A bit of both. I'm just going to stir that up, so I'm mixing up that sparkle again with the ink, and then we're just going to do this and flick this on. You could do exactly the same with your pipette, and you'll get a different look. But we do, I mean, I know I'm not the only one that does this technique. It's a little splatter technique. Thank you very much, Joe, because I'm going to come up in a second and do
I've stolen
that lovely...
that for you.
One of my...
What have you done?
I got carried away and I've just splattered everywhere. Look what I've done.
Debbie,
honestly. In fact, let me move that to one side. I'm going to keep that, but I'm just going to get... Yeah, let me just get rid of that for a second. Let me bring in another sheet. What am I like? This is what I am, actually. Though people will tell you, when I taught classes at Chesterfield, I was always getting myself into a bit of a mess with my inks. But I love getting messy. I never used to get messy with inks. It was Jan that got me hooked.
Jan, I didn't realise I've got a whole day of Jan tomorrow.
Yes, you've got our lovely
Myself
Jan.
and Jan
Yeah.
all day, which will be lovely. We've got a launch, I believe, and a Monday Makers for you. So I
Has
think
she
we'll
got a
go through the show.
launch?
I mean,
Lovely.
unless I've just invented that. Let me double check. Yeah, launch day. Got new fancy sentiment stamp and dies with
Oh,
Joe
yes.
and Jan.
They're very useful set of dies, can I tell you?
I'm going out with a bang on Tuesday, Debbie, as well.
Oh, I
Big,
cannot
big
believe,
launch on Tuesday.
believe you're going out before your holidays with possibly what's going to be one of the biggest launches that we've done.
Yes, sunflowers coming your
gorgeous.
way. Myself and my TV wife, Debbie Fisher, to round out
I
the...
know, yeah.
round
What a
out
lovely...
my,
You've got a
and then
nice...
I'm off for a wee while then. I'll be back after Tuesday. I'm back on the 6th of July.
Yeah, 6th
3
of July?
weeks. I'm off for
What
3
is it with
weeks.
you and Ben and Debbie with all
and
your
it's
holidays
usually,
there?
to be fair, it's usually Ben that's the one having all the holidays. So
I
if you can't beat him,
think Debbie Fisher's overtook him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Debbie and Ben have been having all the holidays. So I think, you know what, if you can't beat them, join them, Debbie.
Absolutely. And I've just splattered some of that colour on. Then you take your little spritzer and just spritz it around. So you can get some different looks. You can take your brush and you can go in and you can splatter over the top as well. You'll get a different kind of look because it's, especially if you use thin brushes. But again, let it play, let it mix, let it interfere with each other because honestly, it's just beautiful. I'm just going to just drop another couple of splatters into there. What was that noise,
Was that a
John?
horn or something vibrating?
It's every time I come in here, I feel like I'm getting heckled by a horn.
Right. I think that was something vibrating, but I don't know what.
You don't know what?
It was like a...
There we go, look how
Do you
lovely
remember that
is.
time that Julia left her phone in the cabinet and she was pinging it from her watch and she couldn't find it? We were like, what's that noise? For ages in the studio.
And has she lost the phone?
Julia's phone in the cupboard, she put it in there by accident, yeah, in the studio. She sent a whole head office email trying to track it down. Yeah, it was here in the studio. But
What's she
it did sound like something, who knows? Apparently said, I love these pots, I've got all of them. Rebecca says, that's stunning, these inks have just fallen into my basket.
Because honestly, I'm making lots of backgrounds, but I want you to remember this is a pot that you can paint with, that you can colour with, so you can stamp your images and you can colour with them. Because the water reactive, you can do all the lifting techniques that you know when you're using them. They are such a versatile ink pot. That's already looking lovely. Just look at the... I mean, just beautiful.
So shiny, Debbie.
Absolutely, and you can see when I just... Oh, there, look how
Do you know what I love
gorgeous
about it?
looks.
That you get more shine where it pools, so it doesn't have an even amount of shine, does it? But that's lovely because it gives it loads of extra texture.
And you can add more texture by... I usually normally use, do you know, a dry wipe? And I usually take the dry wipe and go in and add a little bit more texture and kind of, not lift the colour, but soften the colour as well. And then you can go around and create some extra little techniques, like I did with that UPO paper. That were a happy accident, let me tell you. But again, just showing you the kind of things that you can achieve. Again, background pieces or die cut into them. Do yourself lots. Have an inky afternoon. Get inky, get messy, but you can die cut into them. But do you know what I'm going to do now? One of my favourite techniques. I'm going to get ready to do...
Are you going to do shaving foam?
I am. Yeah.
Yay! I need to let you know about the UPO paper. What did I do with it? There it is over here. UPO paper. Half of this has gone. Half the stock has gone on that. That is going to go. If you've been waiting for this to come back in stock, it's 5x7 inch. You get both of them. You get two sets, I should say here. The other one to let you know about as well, the aqua tints, which are these ones over here. 80% of the aqua tints, have sold out and gone. We'll just show you those ones in a second. £18.99 or £28.99 if you want to get your hands on those ones just there. There's a lot of you with those sat in your baskets as well at the moment, so you will need to check those out. In fact, do you know what? Let's give you an opportunity to check out those baskets. So whilst you do that, let's share with you all the details of US delivery.
Had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine, and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Very, very busy still on the Yupo paper and the aqua tints especially. Both of those will go today, just a matter of when. So lots of you checking out there as well under that last piece of video. Let me show you the aqua tints again that you've got in here. Just share the colours with you. So within the 3-pack collection, you'll get the Falling Leaves, which is Smoke Quartz, Olive Jade, and the Harvest Moon. You've got the Glitz and Glam, which is the Aquamarine, the Amethyst, and the Pink Garnet. And you've got the metallics, that's the Onyx Black, the Sterling Silver, and the Spun Gold, $18.99 or $28.99. Remember as well, you can also go for the sparkles, which are these ones just here, and that is your Shades of Spring. And they've got Pink Champagne, Moonlight, and also Soft Jade in there too, £6.49 or $9.97. If you want to get your hands on those ones. Right, Debbie, I'm excited for this one, Debbie. I do love this technique.
I love shaving foam. I was just going to give you a little top tip about my little, do you know my little tissues that I've been using? I won't, terrible admission, but I won't throw anything away. Because, do you know, especially when you've used your sparkle inks and you're wiping up, you've got a really nice little coloured tissue. Let me just lay it down in the box for a second so I can show you.
It's like tie-dye, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit like tie-dye, but you can use this. You let it dry, so let it dry naturally. Dependent on the thickness, can I show you? And I'll just lift it over so you can see. You can separate them. So depending on the size of thickness, it depends on the poshness that you've gone with kitchen paper, can I just tell you, because something like Blitz you can't do cheapest chips ones you can, but you can separate it. And then what you do is, when you've got it, and I always make sure I've got lots, so it's all coloured in and lots of different things. I don't deliberately splash anything onto it. It's just me mop-up pieces that I do to keep me things clean. Take your stick and stay, take stick and stay, or a tacky glue. Cover the back of, do you know, what's it called? Stamping card.
Yeah.
And then put it on, make sure it's all dry, and then put it on and scrunch it up, and then let that dry naturally, and then you've got another textured background surface to play with, to die cut, to use for things.
Love that idea.
So I won't throw away anything. Believe you me, I will not throw away anything. Now, one of my favourite ever techniques is the shaving foam technique. I'm going to cover my hand over the make. I did go into Tesco very early for this morning. I said very early. I thought you weren't allowed to shop before 10 o'clock on a Sunday.
I didn't think you were allowed to shop. I thought it was before 11.
Yeah, right, as well. So I thought it was 10. So I rolled up there thinking, oh, I'll wait till 10 o'clock. Tesco car park was heaving.
Really?
When I got inside, the checkouts were wrapped around. So I wondered if there's a browsing hour. You can browse,
I think
you
they
can fill up, but you can't check out till 10.
At 10 you can check out, yeah.
Because I could not get... I had to literally go to
What's the
customer
I don't
services.
get this. I don't get this. Are we open for browsing between this time and this time?
I think
it would
it's-
almost be like, you know, going to a restaurant and say, well, your reservation's at 8, but you can come at 7 and sit at the table and view the menu for an hour. And you think, no, I don't get it. We're busy people. We've got places to go, people to see, Debbie.
Right, so we're going to go back to that shaving foam. Cheapest chips shaving foam is the best one to go with. This only cost me £1, so it's even though it's a branded name.
Yeah, the best a man can get.
You. The cheapest chips is the best way to go, and then you're just going to literally. There we go. I'm going to squirt it in. I love shaving foam. Look how amazing. Ooh, I was going to say it smells fabulous.
What does it smell of?
Oh, Jake.
Jake.
Jake is such a fragrant young man. He smells absolutely delicious. He really does, Joe. He's a lovely smelling young man. That doesn't sound right, but he smells delicious. He does. I've told him often. He wears a fantastic aftershave. Oh my days, it's absolutely delicious.
What is it, do you know? Sauvage.
Is that the one that Mr. Depp advertises? How much? Dear Lord, producer Johnny. That's an expensive one. It'll be on shaving foam. But it is honestly any scented one, it will work. But I'm going to just give it a little
Does
bit
it
of
make
a...
your card smell nice this time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it's almost like what do they call it? Meringue, yeah. What's that? That's tart thing. What's that tart thing that you have that whipped?
Baked Alaska. Meringue.
Lemon meringue. That's what it looks like. Lemon meringue topping.
Nice.
So I'm using my ruler because I normally use like an old kind of card for this, but I'm going to use my ruler. I'm going to use. In fact, do you know what? Shall we mix it up? We'll put some sparkle in and we'll put some aqua tints. What have we got left in the aqua tint colours?
So you can use them together then, the sparkles and the aqua tints?
Yeah, of course you can. It's liquid ink. You can mix them up.
Should we use the Glitz
got
and Glamour,
Glitz and Glamour.
Aquamarine Amethyst Pink Garnet in the aqua tint?
Yeah, I'm going to use a bit of both. A bit of both. And it's entirely up to you. You want to use one or the other? It's entirely up to you. It's liquid ink at the end of the day, and you absolutely can use...
The aqua tints, by the way, Debbie, just let people know they're approaching limited stock. If they're in your baskets, check them out, because you are going to miss out if not.
Wow.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, it's the. I'll tell you what it is. It's that price. When you think what you're getting...
Half price.
Oh, it's amazing.
And it's your last chance, Debbie, on these as well. We're not bringing these back. There's no plan to bring these aqua tints back, so...
Oh no! Oh no! So I'm just literally dropping a few drops.
Oh, now it
into
looks
there.
like lemon
Now
meringue
it looks like
pie.
a lemon meringue, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to mix a few of these colours up. I think lemon and the aqua tint pink will look nice together, won't it? Yeah. Let's go in with that one. So obviously this is liquid ink, but hasn't got sparkling, so you get a completely different look. Why not mix it up, Joe? There's nothing. This liquid ink. Get your metallics in there. Do you know if you have got those metallics that were on the show before we came to air? You could put those in as well. You get a different look altogether. There's nothing to say that you've got to use aqua tints together. Sparkle. pots together. Mix and match. Give it a nice little mix and match. And again, I'm just going to go in with the aqua tint of that lovely purple one. Let's just chuck it on. I don't know why I'm being precise. I think I'm being careful that I'm not chucking it everywhere. That's what I'm doing. Let's go in with this one. Normally, I would use its own pipette for this bit because I've got different colours in there, but I'm running out of pipettes and I haven't fetched my pipettes with me. So let's give that a little stir. Oh, I've created a different colour in there with that one. But again, just drop it in. Never tire of this technique. Never, ever tire of this. So I'm just giving it like a little coverage with all my inks. Looks lovely already.
Blooming gorgeous.
Grab yourself a pokey tool. Pokey tool, pokey tool, pokey tool. Pokey tool. And give it a swirl. Do-do-do-do. Give it a little mix around. Oh, I love that purple. Look how lovely the aqua tint, the solid aqua tint colour mixes with that beautiful sparkle. Oof, oof, oof. I love, oh, this is honestly, just enjoy the play. Enjoy the session. Get yourself in this afternoon, Sunday afternoon, not much else to do. Get yourself in your craft room and play with your inks because I promise you, you'll have the time of your life. I'm going to go in with, I've got some of me, got my watercolour cardstock here, so I'll pop one of my watercolour cardstocks on. And I think I can squeeze at the side of that, one of those Centura Pearl ones at the other side. Let's go in. Yeah, I'll get that in. I'll just pick up a little bit of it. Squish it onto the top. Pick that off. Looks beautiful already.
Oh, Debbie.
Looks gorgeous.
Stop
looking really
it.
nice.
Look at that.
So I'm just going to move that out of the way for a second. I promise you will get messy with this. So if you don't like mess, get some gloves on. If you don't like inky fingers, get some cheap latex gloves.
Yep.
Put some on. There's nothing to stop you. If you don't like mess, I understand that. We had a girl called Maz at Chesterfield. Can't stand mess. Loves inks. She's never afraid to try anything. She just put her gloves on. Right. And she, honestly, if you don't like mess, get some gloves on. You're happy. Get yourself an apron on if you don't want to get anything on you.
Get a hazmat.
A what?
Get a hazmat.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to, yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scrape it off. Now I'm using my ruler. I've got a flat edge ruler here. A card, anything, any old card will do to create this technique. You've used like a bank card before, haven't you, Debbie? Yeah, I'm just having a look. I don't know if I've got my purse on me. Let's have a quick peek what I've got in my purse.
Loads of people absolutely loving this. Kathy says, I've got 4 pokey tools. Do you think I can find a single one today? No, it's the way it is. Eleanor loves this technique. Leela says, love watching this technique. I have to try it. You do, you really do. Pammy says, this is a technique that is the most fun and gives the most gorgeous results. Eleanor said, I'm so glad I've decided to join this show. It has been absolutely amazing. Oh, it's not over yet. Don't be going anywhere.
Thank you. I've got my bingo, well, I say I've got my bingo card. I've got my daughter's old bingo card. Don't ask me why I got it. So again, just anything with a flat edge, whittle ruler, anything like that, just to scrape this off because this is where the magic happens. So I'm just gonna, let's go that way. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna scrape down. And I'm gonna put the excess back into that pot. So scrape down, or scrape across, sorry. And I promise you, you will never ever tire of this technique. You will never get 2 pieces of the cardstock the same. That's
amazing.
And it is, I'm just going to hold that there, and the lovely mix of the aqua tint with the sparkle, and I don't know if our Charlotte can get in there.
It's so cool, isn't it?
It is the ultimate background technique, and with the tiniest bit of inks that you can get creative with. Let's get that, let me bring up the Centura Pearl one. I only managed to get a little bit in that, but again, not to worry because that's absolutely fine. Make sure that you are cleaning in between. But again, I'll just scrape that down. The different effect that you get with Centura Pearl, with Centura Pearl, with it being a pearlescent cardstock, and I'm just going to show you between the two. Can you see the 2 different effects? The sheen that you get with the sparkle ink, with the aqua tint.
It gives it another dimension, doesn't it?
Another dimension entirely. And then let's not forget, we have still got, if I just wipe that up, we have still got, and if you haven't got a little pot to put it in, Do it on your glass mat or your craft mat, and you can get that look. You can still achieve the same kind of look. You don't have to have things like this to hand, but you've still got all this to play with. Now, before I add any more inks, there is still a lot of ink in here. And again, just take your pokey tool, give it a little swish around. And honestly, guys, if I could ever tell you anything about our ink pots, and which is why the whole purpose of this show is to show you just how versatile they are. Yes, we do fabulous pens. Yes, we do, you know, aqua pens. We do things that have got the same kind of proprietary ink in there, but it's different with the ink pots. And I think I've just made myself a nice coloured tash there by putting my ink.
You got a sparkle tash?
I think I might have got a sparkle tash. Yes, but yeah, honestly. They're so versatile. You saw those lovely things that our Joe showed you at the very beginning of the show, the top of the show. If I can squeeze one more demo in, I might just show you how you can ink a stamp with them. Again, you're probably thinking, I'm not so sure. Still got all that in there, still to play around with.
The game changer having it in the tray like that.
Oh, it is. It keeps it clean.
I've seen people try and do it on the mat before, and
I've done it on a mat before,
hand,
and it gets a bit messy. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, just buy yourself. I mean, you'll probably have something lying around at home, won't you? If I think about it, you've probably got something at home. But again, just take off. Now you think at the minute that would probably look completely different to that side, but it's this. Now, I love marbling kits, I'm not going to lie, marbling kits where you can dip things into, but for terms of my crafting, I want it to be...
It's very similar to marbling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's got that lovely...
It's a lot easier than marbling.
Oh, it's a lot easier, a lot cheaper as well. Marbling is not the cheapest of crafts. However, that's fine if that's what you like to do. I tell you something, your hands will smell divine when you're finished, because this shaving foam is just beautiful. And again, look, and this is with the second... I'm going to call it the second generation ink. But look at, I mean...
Oh, I love the extra shine coming through from the paper as well.
Please try it on Centura Pearl. I did it by accident because I was demonstrating a few years ago now, and I was demonstrating in a store, and honestly, absolutely gorgeous. And remember, mix your inks. Don't forget, this is literally a mixture of liquid aquatint ink or the liquid sparkle ink. So it's entirely to it, and I've still got bits. So if you've got scraps of paper, like I've got these scraps, go in with your scraps. And I've still got, Joe, there's still ink in there. Don't be just doing it once. Get yourself an absolute, I promise, I want to hear from people later on today telling me that they've had a nice little inky session, and I want to see your results, because honestly, this is my kind of craft. And it didn't used to be, I'm not going to lie. I was one of those that, I can't stand mess, can't stand getting inky. And then I had to play once after Jan had said to me, have a play with it and then tell me what you think. And it's true. I absolutely don't care if I get inky fingers. Ink comes off fingers. It really does. But
it's
look,
so
this
cool.
is the third generation.
It's a bit very unicorn, that one, isn't it?
Absolutely. And these are just the colours that I've chosen. So that's the first. That's from the first with the Centura Pearl. That's the second one. And let me tell you, once it's on, it's not coming off. You won't rub it off. It's on there. And that is, for me, absolutely fabulous. Now, you could do this with other papers as well and other cardstocks. And I want you to have a little play and have a little try. But I've still got, and I'm not going to throw that away, Joe. I went in the break. I am going to have a little bit more play. If you want to add more ink, if you want to get a little bit more of a brighter, more vivid colour, remember, these are vivid inks. They are pots that react with water. They can colour with them, paint with them, create lots of background techniques with them, stamp with them, spritz with them, blow through your straws with them, literally try anything. Salts, and we'll come back to that salt one later as well. Honestly, cling film, try lots of different things. But ultimately, remember, this is liquid ink that you can paint with and colour with, like you would do with your pens that we have. I want you to think of just how versatile they are. That price on those aquatints is insanely good. And even though we've only got one pot left, or one set left of the glitter inks or the sparkle inks, you can still create some really amazing things with them.
And they play together, don't they, which is what I love.
Play together beautifully. You've just seen me mix the two. Yeah. Absolutely. You absolutely can. So.
You're going to need to be quick, though, for the aquatints, because limited stock on these. So this is what they are looking like. So they're going to come to you. You're going to get 3 sets of them, of course. So this one here is your Glitz and Glamour that you can see. That's the aquamarine, the amethyst and the pink garnet. You've also got the metallics there, which is your onyx black, your sterling silver, and your spun gold. And we've also got the smoked quartz olive jade and the harvest moon in there. Loads and loads of love coming in for Debbie's demos. If you want to get that, well, there's almost as many of you trying to get hold of it as a stock left. So if it's in your basket, you need to check it out. It's going to go. Heather says, oh, I haven't got any ink, so I'll definitely have to get some. Kathy says, I'm going to have to try this. Jan says, such a fun show today, loving all the demos and techniques. Diane says, wow, Debbie, love this, thank you. Betty says, and the paper smells wonderful for weeks. Heather says absolutely fabulous. Who else is here? It's a very chatty bunch this Sunday. I'll have to watch this show again. There's been so much to take in. It's been absolutely fantastic. Let me tell you again then about the weekend saver bag. Very busy on this at the moment. What you're actually getting is the rocker blocks in here. Now you're paying for the rocker blocks. Standard price on these is $19.98 or $27.98. So pay for those, but only for the rest of today will you get freebies worth £45 or $60. You can only get this over the course of the weekend, so if you want it, you need to be quick for it. But you're going to get all of these incredible stamp sets, which you're going to be able to use with your rocker blocks free of charge. If you bought these individually, $45.93 or $60.73 is what you would be spending on those. So snap those up whilst we have them in stock. Let's remind you of the re-inkers. Very, very busy on those still at the moment. It's a rainbow collection that you are getting in there. So you're going to receive the cherry red, the nectarine, the sunshine, the camo green, the true blue, the damson, and you will also get the frost pink, sorry. So brilliant for refilling your alcohol markers, your classics and your illustrators, but brilliant to use on their own, of course in conjunction with that incredible Yupo paper that we have got. It's in stock for you at the moment. You get 2 packs of this, which is excellent, so you're going to be able to get 20 sheets in total, $12.78 or $15.92. A lot of you commenting how great a price this is. Am I right in thinking over half gone here, Johnny? Yeah, over half gone, with a lot of you sat this in your basket. We are having an exceptionally busy Colour Me Happy show, so make sure you snap that up as well. Right, we are going to go back to Debbie and have a little look at some more bits and bobs.
I'm trying to tidy up as I'm going along as well, because it's been a rather messy session. Apologies that I've not made any like finished cards or anything like that, but sometimes I think it's nice to do these shows just to show you how brilliant our products are. And I can say that hand on heart because I use them. I mean, you know that we use our products practically on a daily basis, but they are fantastic products, and it's just about showing you lots of different things that you can do with them, and honestly they're just fabulous. We did that salt technique back at the beginning. I'm just seeing if it's just dried. I might just give it one tiny little blast just to make sure that it's completely dry. I would leave it for probably 3-4 hours and then go back to it, but I'm just going to speed up a little area because I can see 1 or 2 little wet crystals of salt on there. But the look that you get with the salt technique is absolutely brilliant. I love it. And I think the longer you leave it, the better the effect. The more water you add to it, the better the effect. Now, I'm just going to stick underneath here a little bit of tissue, just because I know salt's going to go everywhere. So I'm just going to pop that on, just so I can flick my salt away. But yeah, if you let it dry, you get a much better effect. But you can hear how it's all... I mean, look at that salt, how gorgeous it looks. Don't be throwing that away. But literally, when you take that off, you've got this lovely crystallised feature underneath. Yeah, it's still a little bit wet there. So again, I would have left it that little bit longer. But there's elements where I can show you that lovely effect that it's created. And you can get some really... Again, you'll never get 2 pieces that are the same. Let me just give that a little wipe. You'll never get 2 pieces the same when you do this technique.
This is one of my favourites as well. This, I think, this and the shaving foam are 2 incredible ones, aren't they?
So can you see where the salt's been?
It looks like...
Look at this up here. You can really see it up there. And you can see it's like a lovely mottled, almost like an explosion. Again, round here, all the way around here. It's absolutely, honestly, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous technique. And I know one that you will really love. And especially when you mix up your different colours. Again, leave it to dry naturally. Don't force that, don't force that drying technique. That probably would have come a little bit better if it had been left to just dry a little bit more naturally.
It looks like ink dropped into water almost, doesn't
You
it?
what, sorry?
It looks like ink dropped into water.
Yeah, well, it's just literally where the salt has literally soaked up that ink and then left all these lovely splats. Honestly, it's a fabulous technique, and I know when if you've never tried it before, please do try it and then save your salt. Let's look at all that lovely salt. That can go in a shaker card. I think I've got a shaker card later. I might recycle that later. Because look at all that you can then play with in your shaker cards. Don't throw anything away. Like I said, don't throw a thing away. If you want to, you can do, but I personally don't. I stick it in a little takeaway pot, and then I use it for things like that on my cards and things in my shaker elements. But I think we've covered quite a bit here today. So we have done a bit of die cutting with our
Debbie,
fall bleaching.
when you see it, you don't realise how fabulous, but also how varied all of them are. And then I've just seen them together in your stack of finished bits there, and you think, gosh, the amount of different looks you can get from the one product is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, so a lovely fall bleaching. I mean, I've only touched on a tiny little bit of surface of the things that you can do with these. I could literally fill a full day with it, let alone a full 2 hours. But yeah, showing you the different techniques, those lovely different looks with the dry and the wet card. That's the wet card, that's the dry card. You can see the difference, it's visible with the effects that you get. So again, even though it's the same colour, same inks, 2 different pieces there. We die cut the other half, so we used our inks and then die cut afterwards. We did the salt technique with that lovely salt. It looks absolutely incredible. Now I've seen it against the other, it looks really, really fabulous. We've done the shaving fold technique with all the difference, like from the first generation on watercolour cardstock to all the Centura pearls and that lovely shine. Honestly, it's just stunning. And then, of course, we've used that lovely, fabulous Yupo paper, which is, again, please, if you've never tried Yupo paper, I beg you, go and have a little, go and grab one pack. Go and grab one pack and get your alcohol inks. And if you can't go for that bundle, go on the website, just get them individually, one or 2. Just go and have a little look and have a little play and create. And like I said, this is nothing compared. If you can get hold of the blender, if you can get hold of that blender,
would the blending solution that we use for our pencils work? The blending solution we use with the pencils, would that work? Is it the same as this blending solution? I've not tried it with that one.
No, it's a different blender. I've not tried it with that one though, but if you can get hold of the blender re-inker one,
yeah, which you can get easily in craft shops and online and stuff.
Because it's alcohol ink, it's pure alcohol. That one is not this kind of one that you swig, but it's pure alcohol. No, don't swig it. Definitely don't. Don't swig. No,
don't swig those.
Them. No, these aren't to be messed about like that with. No. But have a go and then drop some of that into it, and I promise you, watch the explosion if you can get hold of that blender. I'm not sure if we've got it in stock. Go and have a little look on the website. You'll find all of them on there. Go and have a little look and see what's in stock. But have a play. Get inky fingers. What does it? I mean, it's nothing. That'll be off in a few hours. It'll be gone. It'll be gone and forgotten about. But what you've got is a plethora of different things that you can play with. I've not coloured with them. I mean, you can colour with all of these. Honestly, Joe, there's just...
And then you could think about all the different crafty projects that you can take them into as well. I mean, you've shown us a plethora of different, styles you can achieve. But then you think about the different styles of projects that you're going to be able to pop them into there. Absolutely. I mean, look how clean and tidy it is over there as well.
Oh, look at me.
Look at you. It's normally
like a changed woman.
It normally looks like a bomb's gone off over there. At this point of the show.
But I'm actually quite. But I'm keeping my foam because I'm going to have a little play with that foam afterwards in between the next show.
We've got a masterclass, haven't we, in an hour?
Oh,
so what do we expect from that?
Yeah. It's the interlace, all the lovely interlace ones. And we've got every day. We've got some Christmas ones in there.
Christmas is coming.
Yeah, well, it is. I know it's
only 200
people, but it's
200
coming.
days till Christmas.
It's how many?
200 days till Christmas.
Well, in the world of craft, it's sooner. Can I just tell you? Because in the world of craft, we like to get prepared. So we've got some great deals on those. And I would show you, but I don't want to get me inky fingers onto my finished samples. But we've got lots coming up in that masterclass. So I hope you've enjoyed this show. Like I said, I'm sorry there's nothing, we can't do a card of the show with this one. Because I haven't made a card. But I hope I've showed you just a little insight to the things that you can do with our fabulous ink pots there. Our water-reactive, water-based ink pots, from the aqua tints to the sparkle ones. The re-inkers, I've shown you how to re-ink a pen. So yeah, you know, think about it in that term, if you've bought the system as well. But I've also given you a little insight to the things that you can do.
Yeah,
and
it's
I've
been
had
brilliant.
a blast. I always do.
You loved it. I can tell how much you really loved it. I've really enjoyed it. As is everyone at home, the comments are loads of people saying they're going to be saving this and watching this show back. If you've got the Aquatint or the Yupo papers in your basket, you need to check them out now or you are going to miss out. Myself and Debbie are going to have a little bit of a natter and a catch up and get some lunch, and we will see you back here in an hour's time for that Intralace Masterclass, 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. Big thanks to Debbie. See you back here in an hour. Take care.